fellow Nigerians. You thought I was gone, but I'm here. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. No, that sounds so calm. Let's bring it in. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. God, I feel so alive. Can't believe I'm doing this. I can actually believe because I've been planning that, when I get more settled, I would, come to YouTube. I plan to script this out, but this is just like a general catch-up video. If you're new here, my name is Amarachi, and please call me Amara. Not Amara, my name is Amara. Please, takes. Amara means grace. I don't know what Amara means. But anyway, yeah, it's just a sidebar. Yeah. Anyway, if you're new here, my name's Amara, and if you're an OGs, get in here. We need you for the comments, the likes, the shares. We need you because we are back. We're back like we never left. So we need the shares, we need the support, we need everything, okay? Today's video, I mean, where have I been? I think what one of my friends said was, I'm never going to talk about the fact that I've not seen your video. I'm just going to wait patiently because I know you have a lot going on, and I appreciate her giving me grace. First of all, guys, where have I been? This year has been a lot though. I saw one tweet that said, the tweet said that there are 2 months remaining in this year. That pastor that said this year is my year, how far? It was very funny because, prophecies and all. It's not just about prophecies, but like, prophecies can come to you that this year is your year. But if you've not done the work, you can't really blame anybody for like your goals or the prophecy not coming to pass. And that brings me to like what I want to talk about, life updates. This year has been hard, like hard in terms of I think I've stepped out of my comfort zone, overstepped out of my comfort zone this year, and it's been challenging. Like a lot has happened. Emotions, roller coasters, rejections, job, school. This year I tried to apply for like an MBA program and a PhD program, and I got denied. I never even wanted to share it here because, I just want to keep it all juicy and good and nice for everybody. But like, I never know what any of you out there are dealing with. So it's just nice to kind of share like my experience. I'm not going to go emotional. I'm going to try and be as vulnerable as I can, as I'm led to share and as I feel comfortable to share. But I know everyone has dealt with like rejection, but I feel like rejection shook me this year in different, like I got it in different flavors: vanilla, red velvet, chocolate, whatever, white chocolate, every flavor you can imagine. I experienced rejection in different flavors, going through a series of job interviews and preparing, not sleeping well, and getting denied. It's been tough, all in one this year. And this year is not even over, even MBAs, applying to like top schools and like challenging myself, like, hey, I want to go to the best of schools, I will put my best foot forward. I will do what I need to do. And I did not get in. And I felt unworthy. And I felt, so I don't deserve to get a seat at the table, I remember like studying, sleepless nights. I remember one of my first video I released that I said, don't give up on your dreams in 2022. I was taking coffee a lot because I was waking up early, and like 1 coffee a day, like pretty decent. I like coffee, but like I would take it black because I needed to be awake to study. I remember this year is the year I also started like my photography journey, and it's been tough. Marketing, finding people, creating, but for the fun of it, like I love creating, like it's been amazing. But it's just like, this is just a life update. This year has been hard. So I'm sure some of you know, I was in Austin, Texas, because I would do like a lot of vlogs on Austin, like Texas and all of that. I mean, but sometime this year, I've been doing some research on like a career change for 2 years now, because I'm originally a business major and I wanted to go into like supply chain, operations and supply chain. I wanted to learn more about the field. I think one of the things that like gave me, this is just a life updates, like where I've been, what I've been doing, where I've told you like how like I got like one of the trying things was like, I've talked about like trying to get into grad school, PhD, like going back to school. I already had a master's initially, but I wanted to go back to get an MBA, for bigger bucks, right? And to start something different, or a PhD, but I didn't get in, right? So now I'm telling you like, follow up what happens after like rejection. So I've always had this admission to study like MSc in supply chain, but I didn't take it because at the time I was committed to other things. So this year I said, okay, all these schools did not give me admission. I'm just going to go with this school, right? I'm going to start with this school because it just seems like I'm trying so hard to get into other rooms, and this might be the one door that God has opened up to me, and I might as well just take it and like see what's in. And all my friends are like, oh, sure, take it. And the biggest struggle about this admission was that it was not in Texas. It was not in the city that I was living in. I had to move. So guys, one of the biggest reasons why I've not been around is I moved though. I feel like the life of an international student or someone who lives in the US is just, the level of uncertainty is unmatched. I mean, the life as an adult, life as a human being is level of uncertainty, but as an international student, uncertainty is like your biggest, is like the battles that it is part of like your everyday life. You're making plan A, B, C, and D. So this was me taking a shot at this school. I'm like, it's not an MBA, it's not a PhD. I would have loved to do a PhD because I already have a master's. But the biggest things are I didn't have funding, so I didn't think I would go. But eventually, I would talk about like, this school and everything like subsequently. Eventually, I got funding, like I interviewed for a position and I got some funding. I'm like, okay, guys, it's happening, I'm leaving. So it was an emotional time for me because for a minute I was attached to Austin, Texas, right? I would still consider Texas home. I'm still very much based on like, if you ever needed to book me for anything like photography or whatever. I've been attached to Austin for a minute. I've grown in Austin. I've grown in Texas. I feel like I've faced a lot of like, I've met so many people, like strangers that would be nice to me, that would do things that I would never imagine. I feel like God has used strangers as angels to like help me like while I was in Austin, Texas, and it was really beautiful. So having to leave all the hope that I have gathered in Austin was emotional for me, like having to pack up and go to start this new journey. And I'm just like, so I'm going to leave the South for the first time to the East Coast. I'm not happy about this. I wasn't happy about this at all. My friends tried to encourage me. They told me, let me tell you, it took me like the week before I moved, before I got encouraged to move. Because moving is stressful, is emotionally a lot. But was I excited about starting the program? Yes, I was excited. Because I just felt like, finally, I get to start something new since since other things did not work out, the way I wanted it to. I'm ready to start something new. So guys, I packed up my bags. I moved. Oh, you guys, I moved. There's no better way to say it. I moved. So that's why I've been away. And it's been hard. Like, it's been I'm going to say it's going to be almost 2 months since I moved, and it's been ridiculously hard in all shapes and forms. Like, I'm having to like deal with like school, grad school, coursework. Like, this is a little bit different. Everything is different. Working 2 jobs, still under like the requirements of being international, right? Navigating everything, like jumping in. Even at some point, my boss told me like, Mar, I'm really worried about you. Like, you just moved literally before school started and you jumped into everything. Like, I'm so worried about you. I'm like, I had to do what needed to be done. Like, I had to do what needed to be done. So I moved, so that's why I've been away. And I feel like this move has been very interesting in terms of like faith. I don't think I've ever moved with faith so much before. Like, I feel like everything that has happened since I left, God has just been a provider. He has been Jireh all along this move. I plan to script this video, but I'm just going to let it flow, and I'm going to stop at 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes. God has been faithful. God has been a provider. God has been who He said He will be, It's all been beautiful, and I'm so grateful because He's brought friends. He's turned strangers into angels. And I remember like, oh God, there's a gift I got from one of the families I met when I was in Austin. And shout out to, I don't know if I should call her name. She's a sweetheart and I love her so much. She got me this Kendra Scott jewelry to wish me well. I remember talking to her that I'm so worried about moving. I've been here for like, I've gotten so comfortable being here, but like, it's so hard that being an international student, you just have to pack up and go. We never talk about it like, well, in America, everybody has to pack up and go, like wherever the opportunity takes you. So you don't have much of a choice. But for me, it's like, I don't have a problem moving, but like the biggest thing is you're moving to like the bigger things, that the so-called seemingly big things that you claim that you wanted or that you're working for, you didn't get it. So now you have to go somewhere else. And as much as I thought I was settling by going somewhere else, I could feel strongly that God's hand was upon my life, like with this move. Because for every step He provided friends that helped me move, that helped me clean up my apartment, like they know themselves, like that helped me like sell my stuff on Facebook markets. Like he did everything. Like friends that I left my things there till like they were able to ship it. Like I can't even begin to call names because I'm sure some of them want to be left like anonymous, but they knew themselves, and I'm so grateful, that He provided people emotional support like in this time. And I don't think I've ever had like a very emotional video on this channel, but I just feel like it just makes sense to be vulnerable. I don't know when I'll release this video, but I just want to like, I'm so thankful. And if you've been watching my video, or if you've been following me on Instagram, or you have my number on WhatsApp, like I'm always posting about community, that God has really blessed me. If there's any big thing I'm thankful for in this season of my life, is that I think God has blessed me with community, like sisters, brothers, like people that are willing to go above and beyond for me, that I don't even know. And honestly, one of the biggest things of this season is that I was like, before I leave Texas, I want to get my license. I've been in this country since 2018 and I've not had license. Those that know, I've been surviving on rides and Uber. Call me if there's a queen. If there's someone that's supposed to be a shareholder in Uber, like honorary shareholder, I think I'm supposed to be the one. But I finally got my license, and hey, God, this is just update. So let me just tell you, after how many years in this country, I finally have a license. I'm so grateful. Like, you would never understand what it means not to have a car in America, but it's not even like UK where you can rely on boss, because the state varies. I don't want to feel like I'm drifting, but I'm just giving you like what my life has been like. It's just, I feel like my life in this season is a product of like God's faithfulness, God's support. It's like waking up every day and understanding that God is your provider. It's like, how do you know that what you need tomorrow will be provided for? I just think it's just God. Like at some point, like I was doing a program when I was in Austin, and I got like funding to do that program because I told them that, well, I don't have any money and I don't know where the money is going to come from. When I told my friends this, I like to call it like awake. So there is this song I listened, I think it was Victoria, I don't know if it's Victoria Orenze, something about, it's called Awake Sha. So I like to call them, like, God has sent numerous helpers. I've experienced God's faithfulness in places where they said there's no help. He's just been providing. So when you see me, don't think I'm a rich kid. My resource, my bank account is in heaven, supplying every day according to his riches in glory. Don't think, oh, she's a big girl. Oh, she's looking nice. Money in the bank. No. God has been a provider, and he's been using people to provide for me. So yeah, this video just say I moved, and that's why I've been away from YouTube. So I'm trying to figure everything out. School, life, everything out. So the moral of this story is that to everyone who is trusting God to make a big step, where you've tried a lot of things and they didn't work out, this is your cue to step outside of the boat and move and trust that God will provide the community that you need, the resources, and don't lean on God to give you everything at once. God wants you to, like, if he provides for the morning, you take that morning. When the afternoon comes, he will settle. God wants you to trust him every step of the way. He doesn't want you to follow him. Like, he wants you to trust him that I will provide Saturday's meal, but I will not give you Saturday's. I might not give you Saturday's meal on a Monday morning. I will not give you what you need for Saturday on Monday, but I'll give you what you need for Monday. We'll get through Monday together. I will give you Tuesday. We'll get through Tuesday together. I'll give you Wednesday. We'll get through Wednesday together. And that's it. And he wants you to walk with him. And as you walk with him, you're trusting him. He's building your trust. Because this helps you so much. Because when I think back of when I think of what I need in November, I don't have it right now. But I trust that the same God that has been providing in every day in October would still provide in November. So look, I like to call this move the Jireh move. Like, even the things like, and trust me, like, your plans are not God's plans. Like, God will do what he wants to do, and not what you just want. Like, his plan for you is more important than your plan. You don't have any plan, no. It's God's plan that will prevail. And that's it for this video. So don't forget to share with a friend, like, and subscribe. I finally recorded one episode. I'm so excited. I did this. Thank you, Lord. Oh, God. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.